last time. We need to step it up a little bit. So I feel this game's a personal favorite of mine, and I think it qualifies as obscure. That's right. We're gonna play Fantasy by SNK. Hell yeah. 1981. This has been a, I've definitely streamed this quite a bit. Let's put it, oops, I put that in the wrong thing. It was actually distributed by a company called Rockola in the United States. SNK did have another big hit game in 1981 called Vanguard, which also got ported and kind of became popular that way. It was a game where you had a joystick and 4 buttons that fired in 4 different directions. Fantasy goes the other way. Fantasy is a game that only uses a joystick, and that's it. So it's kind of like a maze game, but not quite. But the unique thing about Fantasy is that it kind of is telling a story. Like it's got 7 different stages, and every stage is like is something different. Actually, wait, no, it's 8 stages. They didn't show the. Oh, was that on the other one? Oh, there's the first one. Yeah, they showed the. It's a game with like 8 different screens, I guess you could call it. You have to start by landing on a boat, and then you fight pirates, and then you're in a balloon, and then you gotta climb a tree, and then you're being chased by a tiger, and then you gotta kill witch doctors, and then you get back in the balloon, and you gotta save your girlfriend, or save your wife, or whoever it is. There's another, whoops, I didn't mean to take that down. There was another, the Japanese flyers kind of went in a different direction. There was another flyer that had this weird comic, but I didn't want to capture all that. Yeah, a story, and it's also kind of a little bit offensive, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to load this up in the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, because this game is still not emulated 100% right in MAME. There's some missing sound effects. So let's let me load this up. It's not showing up on stream yet. Why is it not showing up? Do I gotta recapture this? What's going on here? What's going on? Fastest. Ah, there it is. Okay, I know part of the screen's cut off, that's normal. Alright. Trying to find my start button. Yeah, we played Sasuke versus Commander on this. We need to... And that's got different art, too. Alright, how's that look? Oh, that looks good. Okay, now I gotta remember what credits this up. There we go. Alright, here it comes. Oops, that's a credit button.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, that's kind of low, huh? Hold on. Game audio is really low. Let me pause it for a second. For some reason, this game is always really low. Okay. Bump it up a bit. Alright, so gotta land on the ship. Oh god, why do I not have Wait, what the fuck is going on here? I don't have 8-way movement. My stick is not moving in 8 directions. I can do it on keyboard. I can move diagonally on keyboard. Okay, hold on a sec. Why is my stick not doing this? Okay, what happens if I plug in my pad? Do I have to, like, restart? I think I gotta restart the game. Hold on. Dude, what the hell? Hadn't I, played this on stick before? I can play this on pad if I have to. What the hell? Alright, let's try that again. Oop. Oh, it has my score now. Where's my start button?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's okay, we get to hear this again. Why am I not playing on MAME? It doesn't have all the sound effects. There we go. Okay, I can move diagonally. Alright, so, you land on the ship. And now I gotta rescue Sherry, so... In this stage you have a sword, but you can only use the sword when you're, like, moving left and right, so you can't kill the pirates by moving up and down. Also, there's a cock and balls cannon in the middle that fires cannonballs at you. I will load this up in MAME because there's different versions of this game. And one of the versions makes a weird change to that stage. So then Sherry gets abducted. And you gotta fly 3,000 kilometers in a balloon. While Donkey Kong throws coconuts at you. But sometimes he gets hit and that wonderful voice sample plays. Meanwhile, the clouds in the background can't believe what's going on. So I feel like these stages kind of drag on a little bit. There's like 3 of these stages where you just have to survive for a while. You just have to keep scrolling the screen. I've never really had a problem with the stage. I feel like the pattern on these birds, whatever these things are easy to avoid, but I've seen other people kind of struggle with it a little bit. I feel like the patterns are easy enough to dodge, but... Is there any way to time the coconut? No, it's just every other coconut he hits himself. That's pretty much it. Nope. Photos taken moments before disaster.
Help me!
So now we gotta climb the tree. A baboon's throwing apples at us. These apples are death, and I guess these things are giant squirrels?
Help me!
This feels like a little inspired by like Donkey Kong or Kangaroo or something. Also, the weird thing is you can actually walk right through the baboon and it doesn't kill you.
Help me!
We got her. Oh, wait. Funky Tiger Town.
Let's go.
So if you play this in MAME, there's no noises when the tiger runs. It's not going ooga 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 ooga. For some reason, that sound is just still not emulated after all these years. I don't know what's holding it up, but they got it right in SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. So this is another case where you have to you have to run through the jungle for 3,000 kilometers. Or wait, no, it's 2,000. Ooga 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 ooga. SNK liked, I don't know, copyright law was kind of nebulous with video games at the time, and they thought, yeah, we can rip off Funky Town, nobody's gonna notice.
Help me!
SNK kind of did that with Vanguard too. They ripped off the Buck Rogers theme. Anyway, time for some casual racism. Oh, casual racism has done me in. You usually don't die on that board.
Help me!
This was from Also a classic sub-game. Uh-oh.
Help me!
Alright. Climb the tree. Oh, you have to go down there. Is Funky Tiger Town still in the 40th Anniversary Collection? This is 40th Anniversary Collection, so yeah, they didn't change anything. Alright, so now for the real fun. Gotta fight 3,000 more kilometers in a balloon. Well, you avoid 3 helicopters, so 2 of the helicopters just move up and down randomly. The other one, like, always comes out to where your horizontal position is, so you can kind of see one of them isn't moving up and down. So I usually just fly around that one and try to, like, bait it. And focus on the rest. I mean, this isn't too bad the first time. And boy, just wait for loop 2. So yeah, what is the story here? Why is everybody trying to cock-block this poor man? Dude and his girlfriend were just minding their own business on a tropical island, and then Pirate's abductor, Witch Doctor's abductor, whoever's in these helicopters abducted her. This guy just can't catch a break. Ugh. Alright, now for the final screen, which is annoyingly random. There's a cannon at the bottom that you have to use to take out the helicopters, but again, these helicopters are not very consistent in what they decide to do. They just kind of move up and down when they feel like it. Uh-oh. I'm surprised it didn't kill me. Ah, fuck. Yeah, it became King and Balloon all of a sudden. So both helicopter stages are definitely the hardest part of the game. Come on, just one more. Come on. Damn it. There we go. And then you have to land the balloon. You can actually die here if you run into the bridge. There we go.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I love you, too. And they lived happily ever after. And 9 months later, baby Bongo was born.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank
And now we got round 2. That was all one round. That was one loop. So the game does change a bit in round 2.
Let's go.
Starting with the boat on this stage, like, tries to... I was gonna say, it usually tries to, like, dodge, but it didn't. And this version's a little different, too. I was gonna say, you can actually, like, wait. And eventually the boat runs out of cannonballs. Okay. I'm having some dumb deaths. Alright.
Help me!
Alright, pirates are dead. Get! He stuck his head up her dress. Yeah, they will never live happily ever after.
Let's go.
Such is the fate of arcade games in the 80s. They usually didn't end. Usually. That's definitely a common theme with these early 80s games. They were... Unless it was like a racing game or something, they're usually not programmed to, like, to end. Sometimes the game would run out of memory somewhere. Like the Donkey Kong kill screen. That's why I said, unless it was a racing game. Turbo is a... Well, Turbo is... I guess Turbo had no end either, but other racing games usually let you play for a certain amount of time. But yeah, Crystal Castles was 82, I think. I do not know if Fantasy has a kill screen because nobody can really get that far in it. By Loop 3, it's very hard to get past the helicopter stages. I mean, thinking of another SNK game that came out around the same time, Vanguard. Vanguard has a weird thing where when you reach stage or round 9 in that game, it essentially becomes like the same stage over and over, and it's not that hard. So, like, maybe when you get to like round 9 in this game, it keeps repeating the same round 9 over and over. Could probably be tested with MAME cheats. Uh-oh, gotta go fast. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Help me!
These things always come out in the same pattern, so... Yeah, the floating 500.
Balin wins!
Alright, I think I'll get an extra life here. So watching, 517! Thank you for the 20 months. Okay.
Let's go.
So now, Funky Tiger Town's going a little faster. By Loop 3, the Tiger is really schmoovin'. Somebody playing this game for 30 hours straight? I doubt it, because you only get 2 extra lives, and like I said, it's very difficult to deal with the either of the helicopter boards after Loop 3. I don't remember what like the highest stage somebody's got to. I think somebody on Marp got to round 5. Maybe round 4. I've gotten to round 4 like once, and I did it on cabinet too at Grinkers.
Help me!
Okay, don't lose another life here.
Help me!
Yeah, I don't know what happens at a million if the score rolls over or maxes out. The name of the game is Fantasy, yeah. Alright, now we're gonna see some shit. The most stressful part of the game. Oh god! Ah. I lost sight of which one was the one trying to kill me. Well. So, there's a couple other things I want to show off before we move on. Usually I can get farther than that, but, you know,
How are you?
it is what it
I'm
is.
fine, thank you.
Actually, I guess I could show it in MAME. We get to hear this intro again. So I'm just gonna kill off my lives really fast. Oops. That counts as landing on the boat?
Help me!
Alright.
Help me!
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, double kill.
Help me!
Dead. So yeah, when you game over on Loop 1, the game actually has a continue feature. And continues were not a common thing yet in arcade games. But it only applies in Loop 1. So it's kind of interesting they put that in there just so like if people really wanted to see the end of the stage. But the continue feature cuts off in Loop 2 and I think it resets your score, actually. So, good on you, SNK. So, there's a couple clone ROM sets of this in MAME. I want to show off, was it the German version? Do I have screen cap? Yeah, I have screen capture. Oh yeah, Vanguard does Loop 1 continues too.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, the logo's different. It's like a lot more generic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, thanks, ma'am. That sounds kind of dreadful. That's not what I wanted to show off, but okay, let me try that again. So, in this stage, you don't have a sword, and they changed like the layout. So the only way to kill the also he turns into a Pac-Man ghost for some reason there. So the only way to kill the pirates is to make them run into the cannonballs, which is tricky. So I think this was like the first version of the game that was like emulated in MAME, so like this was the only way to play it until they found like the other ROM sets. But yeah, kind of weird. Like this screen's like completely different. I don't know what's going on with the sound. The sound got really weird too. Let's go. And of course, it still has a continue feature, which the first time I saw the screen, I was like, "What?" I had no idea what it was asking. So there's also wait, is the US version just the US version is the main version, and then the Japanese version.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Also has that logo. Do I gotta use an older version of MAME? What happened to the sound? Now the cannon's purple. But it's the same thing as the other version. They just changed like all the red to purple for some reason. I don't remember if they changed anything else. Yeah, I guess the cannon does look a little different, huh? Weird. So, the weird thing about all this, though, is that I looked at all the ROM sets in MAME, and I've played a version of this that was actually, okay, they didn't translate that into Japanese. There's actually, like, a third version that has not been dumped, and I'm really kicking myself that I didn't, like, get video of it. But before they closed down, I mentioned earlier, the arcade Grinkers in... that used to be in Eagle, Idaho, but they shut down in 2020 because of a landlord dispute over COVID. They had a fantasy cabinet there. And the second screen, it didn't have the CBT cannon at all. Like, you have the sword, and you fight the pirates, but the cannon wasn't there at all. And, like, I've tried, like, going through the dip switches to see if, like, there's any way to, like, turn that on or off, and there's, like, nothing. So I think it was just, like, a different version of the game, but I don't think they ever, like, dumped the board. I think that cabinet went to a collector in Utah who's supposed to be, like, opening up an arcade in NorCal somewhere, I think, but that hasn't happened yet. But I doubt it was a board malfunction. It might have just been, like, an actual, like, change in the program ROMs. And I don't know. But yeah, I should have gotten video of that screen. I'm really kicking myself for not doing it. Just to prove like there was something different about that version. Because now it's just now it's just memories. I have no idea where. I just remember hearing it's in California somewhere. I think it was in NorCal. I could be wrong. But anyway, that's fantasy. I'm not gonna make any effort to hide my thoughts on it. I like it a lot. Oops. But we gotta do a poll. As usual, we'll give this a minute. I'll play the ambient sounds over this. Vote with your heart. Hopefully, some of y'all have played it. If you've seen it on the stream and you wanted to check it out. Obviously, it's not the.
Thank you.
El Ramsey's 84. Thank you for the raid. Good timing on that. We just played Fantasy by SNK. The game that alert came from. Well, it's kind of a neck and neck race between 5 and 4. It's leaning towards 4. So 55% of the votes. Chat has decreed that this is a 4 bongo game. Great game. But I love this game. I think this game's awesome. Yeah, the helicopter stage is bullshit. Or both helicopter stages are bullshit. But you know, it's got so much character. I love what they were doing with you know, how it's like the game's like telling a story. Every screen is like something different. So if you were pushing for 5 bongos, I got your back. This is only the second game to get 5 bongos after bongo. I felt like we needed to do this after all the weird jank we played last time. So. Fantasy. I love it. Good game. Yeah, exactly. It's not a Space Invader like. Because we had